Hello gamers, and welcome back to another episode of Solo Spelunking. And it is Sunday and the weekend is almost over, and we will continue with our Keep on the Shadowfell adventure using the Tiny D6 Tiny Dungeons rule set, and we will jump right back into the action. We left in the middle of combat and we are rolling initiative, and I am rolling, I'm using a different initiative system. I'm only rolling for my player character, and if he is successful, we have initiative and get the first activation, and I will alternate activations in a I go you go system. Alright, so, and he is Vigilant, Nathan Wayne, Harper Agent, so I got advantage. And I succeed, meaning we have the initiative. This is my acted marker, and this black bar represents the slot of the pawns. So we get the first initiative, the first action, and what do we want to do with it? So we got a Drake here who is still at full health, and Yamil, he has a heavy weapon and he would deal 2 damage. But if Marissa is successful taking out this goblin, we reduce incoming damage. Alright, so Marissa will go first. I will activate Marissa and I will just shift her over here, but this is like abstracted. This is all close, near, far. So this is basically she's still near to the goblin. It's just so that it's easier for me to handle. So she just has a straight shot, and she uses her bow, which she has mastered. And look at this, all successes. So this goblin takes his last point of damage, hit by an arrow, taken out of the fight. And that was our activation. Now it's the goblins or the enemy's turn. And we will activate the Drake, or they will activate the Drake, or the Drake will go first because he's in melee, he's an animal, he's frenzied. And he will attack, and I will roll off. So Nathan is green, and Yamil is black, and the lowest number is attacked. So I'm attacked, Nathan. Alright, so and I didn't take the evade action. I'm at 5 hit points, and this Drake, he's got advantage in melee. Because of the ferocious, or it has advantage because of the ferocious claws and powerful jaws and needle-sharp teeth. And I try to hold them off with my shield. Stay away, you beast! Yes, I'm successful. So no success for the Drake. So I shove my metal shield into his mouth and push against him to keep it at bay. Alright, so now Yamil will activate. First action, attack with his mastered longsword. Heavy weapon, deals 2 damage. Yes, it's a hit. So 2 points of damage versus the Drake, the only Drake left. The other one is already dead, so I can mark this here. So the Drake is at 3 hit points. And second action, I am going to take the evade action again. Now the enemies. This goblin here activates and shoots at Marissa because of the distance with disadvantage. But it's a hit. Marissa is hit. Down to 4 hit points. So our activation again. So we only have Nathan, me, left. And this guard Drake, he's got 3 hit points left, so I can't take him out unless I roll a critical. And so I will activate, and first action, longsword that I have mastered versus the Drake. Ugh, die, you vile creature. Ugh. 3, 3, 4, no success. Second action, attack. Can't get through its scales. Yes, a success. 1, 5. So the Drake is at 2 hit points. That was my activation. And the goblins, they still have an activation left. And this goblin is shooting at me. No, actually, he's not shooting at me. He's shooting at Marissa. No disadvantage because near. Because he figures we're in melee with his ally, the Drake, so he just shoots at Marissa. And of course he hits. Why? Wait a minute. Marissa, did she only... No. She only... Nah, never mind. Alright, so I forgot to take her second action because she only shot once at this goblin that she killed, and I skipped her second action, stupid me. Alright, so initiative. We have all acted. Initiative. I'm vigilant. Yamil evaded again. And of course no success. So the enemies get the first activation. And the guard Drake will activate before it's dead. And we roll off again. Me or... Oh, damn. And I forgot. So, alright. So at the end of the last turn, when it's Adele's turn, when she has to see if she stabilizes. And she's white now. So let's see if she stabilizes. On a success, she stabilizes and gets 1 hit point back. Please. Yes! Alright, so at the end of the last round, Adele gets up, stabilizes, and still has 1 hit point. Alright, so this is not too bad. But now the enemies get the first activation, and it's the Drake. The Drake has advantage. And, oh yeah, we had to roll off. And I think we already did roll off, didn't we? So I think it attacked me. Again, I try to keep it at bay with my shield without success. It's a 5. 5 or 6 is a success. And I also forgot that they also have 2 attacks. So again... it's not looking good. Alright, now we need to take this guy out. So now it's our activation. We should make it count. Alright, so Yamil. Because if he hits, the Drake is dead. Our activation. Yamil activates. Heavy weapon, mastered longsword versus the Drake. Please hit. Yes, 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 a 5. That was important because now the Drake is gone. And Yamil, he still has an action, and with his second action this time he's not evading, but instead he's also not hurt. He takes his move to close the distance by 1 category and move into melee distance towards this goblin down there. Okay. So, the enemy. Alright, now this goblin, because I just moved into melee, activates short sword, first attack. Miss second attack. Hit. And all 6s. Critical hit. So 2 points of damage. You nasty beast. Alright, our turn. Our activations. Alright, so Adele is casting an arcane bolt magic missile at this goblin. First action. Yes! 1 point of damage. Second action again. Failure. But 1 point of damage. So this goblin damage 1. Alright, now the goblins can activate. This goblin here is taking a move, closing the distance by 1 category, and then shoots, this time without advantage because it's near, again against Marissa. So his first action was move, reduced distance by 1 category. Second action, he shoots. And of course he hits. Okay. This is a tough battle. Now our turn. We still have 2 activations and the enemies are all done, so we can basically activate as we would like. So Marissa, first action, shooting at the goblin. Oh no, they had crossbows. I think they can only shoot once, but never mind. Alright, so miss. Second attack with her bow. Yes, 1 hit. Alright, so this goblin, he has 1 point of damage as well as the other one. Damage 1. And now finally Nathan takes his move to engage this goblin and 1 attack because he moved. Mastered longsword. Yes, 1 hit. Thankfully, this goblin here. 2 damage. Alright, everybody has acted. Initiative. I'm vigilant. I get to roll. Yes, we get to go first. First activation goes to us, and I'm using it right away to just to make it more visible. I move over here. Still same distance category. First attack. Yes. Killing this goblin. All right. And yeah, you know what? It's all close. So I'm attacking this goblin with my second action. Miss. All right, the goblins. There's only 1 goblin left. I think he surrenders. He drops his short sword. I surrender. I surrender. Please don't kill me. He speaks the common tongue with a crude accent. All right, so I can move these over here so he surrenders. Please don't kill me. All right, so we won't kill you. So Nathan, he puts the blade of his longsword to the goblin's throat. Well, we won't kill you. but you can give us some information. Spill it. What are you doing here? What were you digging for? And do you have a map of this complex? Alright, so let's see if they know anything. Let me see. Features of the area. Planks, ladders, ramp, level up. Ramp, treasure. The goblins have found very little. Dirt covered, holy symbol. Okay. So it says nothing in here. Okay. So let's roll some dice here. Oracle. So what were you digging for? What were you digging for? We were digging for relics. Calarel, he has instructed us to look for relics of Orcus, but so far we haven't found anything. Very little. Only this symbol here, and he pulls out a dirt-covered holy symbol of battle of the lawful god of Bahamut. Well, this is not Orcus, obviously, but I'll take it anyways. Thanks. And I just I just take the amulet. So, what can you tell us about this complex? Does he know anything? Let me see. 40% chance. 35. Yes, indeed, he does know anything. Well, I don't know much, but so let's see what he what he spills. Well, I don't know much, but there's a tomb here where the undead walk, and also there's another level beneath this one. And Calarel, he's doing some strange things on the lower level, but I don't know what. Please don't kill me. I was just forced to work here. I did get very little pay. All right, so can you point us in the direction of this staircase that leads down? It is someplace in the west of this complex. I've never been down there. We goblins, we were instructed to stay in this upper area, in these upper areas. So the goblin areas, they were areas 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is the 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the goblin encampment area. So if you were looking for Calarel, you gotta head back to where you came into this dungeon, and then south, and then you gotta go to the west. Yeah, that's the direction the Goblin Lookout went to. So he's probably telling the truth. Yeah, I swear, I would never lie to you. Well, we will see about that. Alright, so you leave this complex now at our sword tip and never come back. So we escort him up the stairs and then to this staircase here. And just to be safe, get rid of all your weapons and all your armor. You can only keep your pants on. Yes, yes. So he undresses, but he keeps his pants on, and we take his stuff and throw it into this pit here, so that it is not easy to reach. And then we basically kick him and shove him up this stairway here, staircase, so that he leaves and hopefully never comes back. All right, so now we learned that someplace in the west there's this staircase, which is this one, but we don't know this yet. But we know that we have to head west. So and also we know this because the Goblin Lookout, he went this way. So we will be descending down through this chamber to this staircase. And but first, let's see. We're actually in not such a good shape. I'm at 3 hit points out of 9. Adele is at 1 hit point. Marissa at 3, and Yamil at 4 hit points. But of course, we can't always rest and keep them or give them time to regroup. So we got to make do somehow. The thing is that this adventure is, of course, pretty combat heavy because it's like 4th edition. And in 4th edition, it was practically assumed that you go into every encounter fully healed, because between encounters you could use healing surges and your encounter powers reset and everything. And of course, Tiny D6 works a little different. So if you take a rest, you regenerate all hit points. That is true, but you don't really have time unless or options unless you have a healer with you, which we don't, to heal in between encounters. Well, you can rest for like an hour or 2 hours, and every hour would regenerate 1 hit point, and after 1 night of rest you would be fully healed. So but also an hour. So we go into this chamber here, and before we proceed, we take a minute to look at Adele, because she was pretty wounded. So how are you holding up? I'm hurting. All right, Marissa goes, let me get my people out here. Marissa goes, well, let me see your wound. I know something about healing and herbs, and maybe I can tend to your wounds. I got some herbs here with me. Okay, so you're a mage. What about some healing spells? It's not really my area of expertise, but I can try. All right, so usually you roll a test, but she's not a healer, and so I'm ruling that she can try to heal, but with disadvantage. So she gets a chance to try to heal herself a little using magic, but with disadvantage. And of course it's a 1. No, I'm too weak. All right, so let's rest here for a little while, only a short while. Let's rest and recuperate a little. Give Adele some time to breathe, to regenerate, but then we need to press on. Yeah, all right. So OOC, I'm giving everybody a chance to regenerate 1 hit point. So we are not really resting for an hour here, but for a short while. And everybody is regaining 1 hit point, which is not a lot, but better than nothing. All right, so yeah, so we take a sip of water, we eat a ration, but then it is time to press on into this area 5. The Crypt of Shadows. All Alright, so let's see. Wait a minute, I gotta take the map. Where do we enter? Where's this staircase coming? Because I don't really... Oh, north. Oh, okay, so we enter... So this is turned around for whatever weird reason. So, yeah, so we come down this stairway here. And this is where it descends into the next level, but we don't know this yet. And this is also, I think, a dark area. Okay, so let's see. This area is part of the crypt that the Empire soldiers constructed when they still maintained the keep. Many soldiers died, sealing the rift the first time. With the aid of the powers beyond the rift, Calaveral has animated several corpses from the interred dead and transformed this area into a guard room. He has also inscribed runes into the floor, designated to send intruders fleeing in terror toward Area 7. When the adventurers open the door, read, "Discolored stairs lead down into cold darkness. An overpowering odor of damp rot fills the air." Ugh. Ugh. "I smell decay," Yamil says. "Yeah, you're right," Nathan says. "I smell the dead." So, what do we do? It's also dark. Yeah, well, get a torch out. So who can carry a torch? Actually, only Adele, because Emil, he needs 2 hands for his 2-handed sword. Marissa needs 2 hands to use her bow. I need 2 hands for my sword and shield. Otherwise, I couldn't use my shield. But Marissa, Adele, she only has her staff. So she is holding the torch. I get the torch out from my adventurer's pack. So Nathan gets the torch out. We light a torch. I'll give it to Adele. And Yamil and I, we will go in front. And Adele, she will from behind illuminate the way, so that I also don't have to look into the bright flame. And and illuminate the way, and then we slowly proceed down this stairway. All right, so, and here's also with a little paragraph about vision. Beginning in this area and continuing throughout the remainder of the first level, do not provide the players with any information about what their characters can see, unless the PCs are using a light source. So yeah, this is dark. We are using a light source. And and we head down this stairway. And in this room here, there are zombies and zombie rotters, minions, fodder. And let's make a check, a test. If we hear any, like the shoving of feet or moaning or whatever, so yeah, it's a standard test. Nobody is perceptive. So all right, so green is me, white is Adele, black is Yamil, and yellow is Marissa. So we are carefully going down this stairway. All right, so Marissa, me, and Yamil, we all notice something. Adele not, but that's all right because she's wounded, she's in pain. She has basically concentrate her efforts on staying up and not collapsing. So as we reach the bottom of the stairway, I go like, "Psst, halt. Do Do you hear this shambling of feet and this moaning, this moaning breathing noise? Something like So I picture this room like a dark room, and those zombies, they're basically like standing where they are unless they're triggered by something, and just like shaking slowly from left to right and just go all right, and with their miserable undead existence. Okay, so there's something in this room. Yeah, so now the thing is, so we can go down this, we can go here, we can continue here, or this room. So now I know that this is where we actually need to go, but our characters only know somewhere in the west. So this is west. So of course for them, or at least for me, if I would be them, it probably would make sense to suspect that the stairway down is guarded by something. So these zombies, they're still too far away. And these zombies, they're pretty close. We can hear them. So I think it is safe to assume, for the characters at least, that they actually should go this way. Yeah, because why would there be zombies if there's nothing there to guard? So this is my line of thought. So we are still whispering. Damn. They're probably guarding something. Maybe that is the way we need to go. Yeah, I'm sure it is, but I don't know. I don't know how many they are. So we haven't looked into the room yet. I don't know how many there are. And we're in no shape to face a large amount of zombies, a large number of zombies now. So what should we do? So everybody's looking at Marissa. Marissa, do you have any spell or magic that might be able to maybe hold these creatures in place, to paralyze them, to impede their movement? She goes like, well, I'm hurting. I don't want to give you false hopes here. I'm hurting, and I don't know how many creatures there are. Sure, I might be able to hold one or two of them, but I don't know if there are more. I can't guarantee it. Probably not. Most likely not. All right, but holding one or two is better than nothing. So if we get the drop on them, and you cast and maybe hold one or two of them, and Marissa shoots the others while they're approaching, maybe they're slow, and we form like a shield wall, this might work. We can try, and if not, we know where we have to go then. All right then, so let's do it. Let's get ready. All right, so let's see, do I have undead here close by? Get some leaves or some pods. So here, yes. And then we also get some. So we do this. So we enter, or we move up to this corner here. We take a look. Yamil and Nathan, we block this path, and from behind us, there's shooting and casting going on. That's the plan. We want to like create a choke hold. So I will draw this area out here on my map. So this is where we come down, so and so. Six squares, 3, 6. All right, so this is it. Okay. So Nathan, Yamil, Adele, Marissa. All right, so, and here we have the zombies. Alright, so this is a zombie, this is a zombie, so these are not really zombies, but they will do for now, because, so how many do I need? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 4, okay. So these are all undead. Three, 7. All right, that's 7. Let me get some more bases. All right, and set these little things up. All right, so 2 zombies. Let's make these mummies. They are real zombies that have some more hit points. They block this passage right here. And the other ones, they are minions, zombie rotters. So they're fodder. They only have 1 hit point, but of course we don't know this yet. And one is here. One is here. 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 And the last one is here. All right, so this is now how it is movement-wise. So now I'm switching back to the tactical movement. So I think in Tiny D6, I think we can move 25 feet or 5 squares with a move action. And I'm just saying that we have the initiative first round because we made the plan, and the plan is that Adele is trying to lock some zombies in place, and so we have initiative first round, and we get the first activation. And where's my dice tray? My dice tray here. So we get the first activation, and Adele, she tries to cast some transfixation spell. So she can, if she's successful, she can hold 2 zombies in place, and she targets these 2. please be successful. Yes, 5 and 6. All right, so now what I'm ruling is that as long as she's not doing anything else, just concentrating on the spell, these zombies, they are basically transfixed, hold in place by some arcane entanglement. So I'm just... See, you can never have enough of these little 1-inch cardboard token thingies. They are unbelievably useful. So yeah, so everybody that has acted has to turn this way. So she has acted. That was our first activation. Casting. And now she can't do anything else, so she can't take... oh, wait a minute. It was this zombie right here. She targeted these zombies. Alright, so they're basically, as long as she's not doing anything else, they're basically out of the fight. And that was our first activation. And now it's the zombies' turn. So they're stupid, but they have some simple instructions. So these zombies, they're instructed to hold this passage. So for now they will remain where they are. And these zombies, they will just attack Nathan and Yamil respectively with their claws. And yeah, they can... But this is not looking good. But they only have 1 hit point. So this zombie activates and makes his first claw attack against Yamil. And of course he hits. Alright, so Yamil at 4. And his second claw attack. Luckily he misses. Alright, now we get to activate. So now I'm activating Nathan so that I can attack this guy who hasn't acted yet with my mastered longsword. And it's a fodder enemy, also by tiny d6 standards, only 1 hit point, but I don't know this yet, but I will find out pretty soon. So yeah, I hit, so with 1 swift stroke, I cut this zombie down. I'm also amazed by it, but I will not move. I will hold this chokehold position and use my second action to evade, so I get into a defensive stance, and I'm a shield bearer, meaning I can test with 2d6 when evading. And let's see, I already turned myself, so now I've acted. Alright, so and I evaded. And this guy hasn't acted yet. This guy has acted. So, and the zombies, they get to activate. So these two, they can't do anything. They're transfixed. This one already acted, so this zombie moves forward towards the closest enemy, which is Nathan, and attacks. Can only attack once because it moved. And it's a miss, so I didn't even need to evade. Alright, so Yamil hasn't acted and Marissa hasn't acted. Alright, so Marissa, from where she's at, shoots at one of these zombies over there. So the real zombies, they're real zombies, and I give him 3 HP. And the other ones are rotters. First attack with her mastered bow. Pew! It's a hit and second attack. Or second action attack. So from behind us. Oh, look at this. 666. All 3 sixes. Critical success, 2 damage. So that's 3 damage. So 2 well-placed arrows. And this zombie is already out of the game. All right. So she has activated. So do we have any zombies left that can activate? Yes. So these zombies, they just activate, but they can't do anything. So they would activate at the end. So let's activate them at the end so that I don't get confused. All right. So this zombie now, does he attack? Yeah, he attacks now. So he just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He needs to take a double move and moves up. And now our turn. Ymil attacking with his sword, first action, this real zombie with his mastered longsword. Yes, a hit. 2 points of damage. Alright, so this zombie, 2 points. The real zombie. But I can only attack once because heavy weapon. But that's alright because I use my action also, my second action, to evade. Alright, now we have all acted. These zombies, they activate now, but they can't do anything because they're still transfixed as long as Adele does not do anything else. Okay, initiative this time. I'm vigilant. Yes, we get to go first. All right, so now, let's see. I gotta turn this like so. Now, I'm going to activate first because I can attack twice. And if I manage to kill this guy, because he's already taken 2 damage, I can then, with my second action, take out this rotter as well. So that's the plan. So Nathan, he has found, or with newfound resolve, swings his long sword at this zombie. Yes, and strikes it down, dealing the last point of damage needed. And second action, so my evade is gone. I don't use my action to evade. Second action also, long sword, light melee, against this zombie rotter. Yes, there's the 6 that I need. Cutting it down. Alright, that was good. And now we only have 1 zombie rotter left. And it is attacking Ymil. So they don't flee or anything, no moral, they're just zombies. So first action, and I'm rolling his Ymil's evade with this to see what happens. No miss, no hit, but Ymil would have evaded. But second attack. Yes, it would have hit, but Ymil evaded. So no damage. Luckily I took this evade action. Alright, our activation. Ymil, from where he stands. First action, heavy weapon, 2-handed sword. Actually didn't act yet. 2-handed sword, attacking the rotter. Yes, there's the hit. 5. The success. 2 points of damage, only 1 hit point. Second action again evades. Alright, now the next zombie. This guy who's transfixed. Now it is our turn again. Marissa shooting at this transfixed rotter. 2, 3, 4, miss. Second attack. Yes, 6, 5, 3. Alright, and now only one left. Now Adele, first action, so now she does something, so this transfixed spell ends because she wants to do something as well, and she tries a magic bolt attack. First action, magic bolt. Yes. And from the second row, an arcane, a blue arcane bolt of energy strikes forward and kills this rotter. Whew. Alright, so this actually went better than expected. I think the key was that this transfixed spell worked to basically take 2 zombies out of the equation. Alright, so we cleared this room and we can proceed. And we will proceed next time. I'm already again at 50 minutes. Alright, so we are pretty combat heavy scenario here, but this is to be expected in a 4th edition dungeon crawl adventure. Yeah, let's see if I might have to adjust a little on the fly going forward. But this is it for now. So yeah, I wish you a wonderful remaining weekend. And as always, stay safe and stay healthy. And if you liked what you saw here, please do consider liking and subscribing and doing all this social media stuff. So until the next video, bye bye.